Hello. I must tell you this story. Something that happened to me when I was at the Chicago airport. I was flying in from a deaf conference and just ready to get off the plane. And before that happened, I just sat on the plane and texted, and an attendant came up and told me that I had to stop texting and put my phone away. So as the plane landed and we all exited, walking in line, I noticed a man with a white shirt on. He had a name tag that said contractor, and he said, "Ma'am, can you come with me, please?" And I thought, oh my God, am I in trouble? Could this be because I continued to text a little bit after the attendant told me to stop? So I followed the man out of the airport, and we just continued to walk, and I finally asked him, "What's wrong?" And he showed me something and said, "Is your name Barbara?" And I said, "Yes." He said, "Okay, follow me." So we continued to walk, and I was really nervous, wondering what I did. Then I noticed that we entered a room full of wheelchairs, and I just seen just a whole row of all these different wheelchairs, and the man presented one to me. I said, "No, sir, I'm 30 years old and I don't need a wheelchair. I'm just deaf." I mean, really? He says, "I'm sorry, ma'am, I'm just doing my job. I need you to follow me." And I said, "No, sir, just leave me alone. I'm fine, but thank you." So he asked, could he at least carry my bag? And I said, "Okay, that's fine." He decided to put my bag on the wheelchair and my coat. This is what the picture of the wheelchair. This is the picture of the wheelchair with my bag. Okay, go ahead. I'm fine with that. Hey, I don't have to carry a bag. I'm just walking behind him texting. And it was such a long walk. And people in the airport are looking, and of course it looks funny. They see my bag on a wheelchair and I'm just walking behind it texting. I mean, that's just really hilarious. It's just a joke. So the man says, "I'm going to show you where you catch your flight." And I said, "No, sir, I'm fine. I'm fine. I've got it." So he shows me this screen, a flight itinerary, and he shows me 2 flights for Rochester. And he says, "Let me see your ticket." So I show him my ticket, and he says, "Oh, you're right here." And I said, "No, sir. This one's actually my flight. See, I've got it. I know what I'm doing, but thank you." So then he wants to pull me by my arm, and I'm like, "No, thank you, sir." So he still wants to guide me by my arm, and at this point it's really not funny. So as we get on the elevator and we go down, I just asked him, "Sir, like, why are you doing this? I'm fine." And he says, "I'm just doing my job again." And I said, "I mean, does it look like anything's wrong with me? I can walk." He says, "No, ma'am, I see that you're fine. I see you're doing everything okay, but I'm just doing my job, and I have to follow protocol." And so I just said, okay. I mean, but at some point this has to stop. I mean, it reminded me of the Geico commercial where there's the caveman, and he looks up and he sees the message that it's like the caveman is incompetent, and that's kind of how I felt. And it's really not funny. I mean, it's really serious, and we have to educate the airlines to let them know that a person, just because they're deaf, doesn't mean they need a wheelchair.